Hello, how are you doing, guys? So, I'm just checking. Don't mind me here. Keyframes in interval. Okay. What is this? So, I'm gonna look at things that I don't know. Should be fine, right? That's interesting. I never used the restream before. I mean, I think I used like 4 years ago or something. Now, I don't see if I'm actually streaming. Yeah, I think I need to change something. And the good part about all this, it's I can actually change things on the fly because I'm like nobody cares really. And that's a good thing for me. So now it should be a little bit better. I still don't see myself, so maybe it's still not working. Who knows? We're gonna find out. Just now, right now. I don't see it on the Twitch. Let me see. It should be on Twitch only. Should be on Twitch only. I would rather stream on YouTube, but there is an issue with the second channel I did just for streaming, but it's not working the way I wanted to. It says because it's a new channel, it says like, oh, you can't stream right away. You need to be, you need to be, you need to wait, right? You need to wait until you are checked and verified and everything. But oh, I have a viewer. Hello, man, or lady. I don't know if I can see the chat even. Hello, thank you for being here. That's amazing. Give me a moment, please. I need to check if I can see the chat. I don't even see the chat. This is a mess, but that's how it's supposed to be for the first time, right? I have one viewer. That's pretty cool. Okay, so it's all right. Yeah, I see myself. It's strange. I don't see it on the. So how's the audio? Wait a second. I'm gonna check the audio. It's gonna be like the double audio for you, but I'm sorry. Yeah, but I don't hear the music. There is a music, right? Probably, yeah. Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna be my second viewer, or maybe the first. So, how are we doing today? So, is it moving? I'm gonna check if it's moving. Yeah. So, I'm using just like the. First of all, I'm streaming to the. I'm streaming to my computer from the Wi-Fi. That's why the quality is gonna be a little bit bad. But if I zoom in, it's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. But that's why we're collecting. You can support the stream. How do I see the chat even? That's crazy. Okay. Well, anyway, this is gonna be just me talking, probably with myself only. And what we're going to draw today, I'm gonna be the slowest and the lamest artist. But what we're gonna draw today, we're gonna draw a character that I created, and the character is going to be jumping over two guards because he's running through the spaceship, right? I'm gonna pull up my references here. So, who's watching even? Like, I see betrayed. It's like, oh no, you betrayed is out of recommended. Less than 6,000. Oh my god, what's wrong? Is it that bad? I don't see it to be that bad. It seems alright to me. So yeah, I'm gonna pull up my references. You know what I'm using for references? I'm using Naruto. jumping. I'm just googling Naruto jumping, and because he's like a ninja, he's doing so many crazy jumps, I'm just gonna use the jumping Naruto picture. And you know, there are so many cool pictures of him jumping, but I want to use the one that will show him like something that you can use for the cover. Yeah, music, we're gonna do something about the music next time. Today's going to be just classic music. That's so cool. Okay. So, how do I okay, I can see the chat here, right? Read and reply. Okay, how do I reply? Let's say I want to say hey, right? Enable channels here. What is this? Yeah, yeah, it's fine, right? Okay, so I'm texting. Texting hey. Hey, hey. No, I can't. I can't text. Okay, it says I have some issues. Well, whatever, you know. I can still see chat here. I can't text here because it's like not logged in. So that's probably my only account. And here the link to support. Just don't be surprised about this link. I'm gonna move my character a little bit. I'm not sure if it's gonna like get frozen because of not using it too often. But anyway, so I'm gonna use Naruto here, and I'm actually gonna change a little bit the pose that I have here. So I'm using Procreate. Procreate is an iPad app. You know, it's really like a pain in the it's pain in the neck to make it work with the Windows PC. I don't know, maybe I'm stupid, but it was really a little bit a struggle for me. So I'm gonna put his face a little bit this way, right? And he's gonna be a little bit facing a little bit in the side. So first I'm gonna do a rough sketch, right? I'm gonna do rough sketch so I know what I'm getting, right? And I'm gonna put this arm actually somewhere above his head. So why exactly I want to do that? Well, I want to show some foreshortening, and also I'm using the picture. And I really like Naruto pictures because it's really like action-packed anime, and it's not that often when the anime gets like a lot of energy. I really like that. Especially like I know it's in Asia, animation is not that like the budget is lower, it's tightened, so they don't have that much frames to work with like the in the comparison to maybe Avatar, the last Airbender, right? So it's really impressive when they do something like really cool, really like action packed, because I know it's not that often they have money to do that. So because my character has a hood and he's moving, his hood is kind of like, how do you say it? It's like wind took it off, so you can see his face here. And the reason I want to do that, I want to kind of show his face up close here. Maybe I'll even zoom in a little bit later. But as for now, that's what we're gonna go with. And you know, this is because this is my original character. Like this is what I'm going to draw probably this month on this channel. You know, I just wanna find a reason to be consistent. That's basically why I'm here. But you know, if you keep doing what you're doing, it's just like sometimes you just don't feel like doing something, right? And it's like, nah, man. Twitch.tv/igretro. I really like the link they gave me. Maybe I'll notify my YouTube guys. What do you think? Should I tell them? Maybe I should, but at the same time, well, maybe just today we don't do that, right? I feel like it's. I feel like they don't. I have a YouTube channel where I speak Russian, so here I'm gonna speak English. I'm gonna practice my English as well because I'm not a native speaker, and I know I'm not perfect, and I really want to be a better English speaker. So that's a good thing, right? I'm talking to myself, and it's not a bad thing, right? Sometimes it's social uh, necessity. It really helps, even just between you and your mind. It could be a big part of the thinking process, or maybe even like looking at things at a different angle. So I'm gonna reduce to 5 and 900 because the Twitch keep asking me to reduce my bitrate. I cannot really do anything else here right now. But yeah, does it says anything? Okay, I still have one viewer. Okay, whoever it is, this is just like, I don't know, makes me feel better, I guess. I never thought like that I would have a viewer here. This channel is empty. Just like straight up empty. I wonder if I should like advertise myself a little bit somewhere. Maybe I should. Like there is the Discord server where I can advertise me. I don't know. Maybe not right now. Oh, what am I doing? This guy, he doesn't have fingers like normal people do. He just have like a turtles, like a Ninja Turtles, right? Dun, 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 dun. Ninja Turtles have like 3 fingers. This guy's gonna have something like that, and it's also much easier to draw like that. And maybe I'll move it a little bit. I don't want him, I don't want him to. Hi Twitch, bye Twitch. Sorry, I don't want him to be not in the middle of the on the frame. I kind of want him to be like the main character. I just really want to use this page as a cover, but it's probably not gonna be a cover. But I want it to be like a splash page, right? This is just the second page for the comic book, but I want it to be like you instantly get hooked, right? You open it, first page is alright, and the second one you just boom, this character coming at you, and you feel like, wow, this is cool, right? This is cool. I like the way he looks. So this is just a sketch for now, right? We'll start with the sketch. We'll start with the kind of know what we're going to, where we're going to with this. So maybe there's some things that are going to be changed, like this part, for example. And that's all right. That's just the process, and I really like it because it's like so like not distinct. You can really like play around. And I'm using just the normal brushes, right? The writing, it's not fancy. I know some people think that brushes will make your art better. I just, it's always your hands, man. It's just your hands. There's nothing else but your hands, and there's no shortcuts. You just like keep doing it, right? Keep doing it. And that's what we are doing here. So when I will be finished with his appearance here, there's something on my screen. I keep putting it away, and it's keep getting back. It maybe just electrolyzed a little bit. So here is gonna be like a little bit like, how do you say, like bent a little bit forward, so you can kind of see his leg going this way. He's still jumping. He's jumping, and I kind of want to a little exaggerate a little his legs, just a little bit, not that much, right? So I know my character has like a crystal legs, so that's part of his character. So I know that it's gonna be a little bit like stiff looking. It's gonna be like this, right? It's for now. It's there's something off. I can see it already. I can see it already. Like maybe this part, and maybe we should move his leg up a little bit, right? Maybe we should do this. Maybe we should do this, right? Something like this. Because I feel like his body is getting too long. So now it's kind of more the way it should be. And now the other leg, and I can see already he's kind of taking a lot of space, so I don't have enough space for his another leg, the other leg. So this one will be a little bit straightened, but also going a little bit back, right? A little bit back because he's jumping, and I want it to be still in the frame, but also be able to see for you to be able to see that it's going back. This is for shortening part. Really think that I'm struggling with. So I'm gonna be a little bit probably not great with this, but you know what? Like when I'm drawing, I feel like it's the most important part is to tell the story. And maybe sometimes it's just the art is whatever it is. It's not maybe perfect, but it's just the way it is. What? Okay. gonna add some few details here. So just, when I move to the more detailed part, I'm gonna be a little bit confused. So for now, I'm just gonna really add some rough details just to know the way the cloth going here. I'm still looking at the Naruto picture, and I think that's the great way to learn. And if you're just like also trying to draw, see, it looks fine. I feel like we didn't really like use much information, but it's still overall the direction we are going. It's pretty cool, I feel like. And because he's kind of like looking this way, right? It's not really realistic, but we're gonna move his face to this direction, and I'm still gonna make him a little bit angry, and also maybe his eyes. So one eye will be like a little bit like this. I'm gonna change his eyes for sure. The other eye will be like, it's often known that the spacing between the eyes is one eye, but it's actually, so that's the character is gonna be a little bit spiky. It's actually sometimes different because eyes are not always at the same position. I kind of want to redraw his eyes. I'm gonna do that when I'm going to do the lines over this, and that's gonna be pretty cool, I think. So why don't we go to the second layer? We're gonna reduce the opacity 30%, perfect. And I'm gonna go ahead and now I'm going to try to make line, and I'm going to try to make it smooth, but I'm not really like paying that much attention if it's smooth or maybe not that smooth. And the reason for that is like, if it's too smooth, whenever it's there always will be an imperfection, right? So maybe it's just a good idea to not make it perfect in the first place. So when it's not perfect everywhere, it looks kind of more organic, in my opinion, than it's perfect everywhere, but in one area. So I would rather have it not perfect everywhere than perfect everywhere, because it's impossible to make it perfect everywhere, right? So now I'm going to add some more details, but first let's think about how exactly is he's going to look like. So I'm gonna go and draw his face here. I think that's a big part. I like his nose because it's really difficult to draw noses for me. So I just make it like blocks, just like Transformers. That's where I actually took the inspiration. Actually, that was pretty alright. So, and when we're going up, I'm actually gonna look at my previous drawing of this character. I have it not that far, because I have a certain path on his face. I'm gonna keep it like that because I like it. So let's go to his eyebrows and eyes. So because he's jumping, I want to make him a little bit like badass, right? He's gonna be a little bit angry. So he's kind of gonna have his eyebrows here. And I'm gonna maybe reduce the fatness of his eyebrows a little bit later. So because he's like turning a little bit, right? this second brow eyebrow wouldn't be that big, that long. But you know, this side still a little bit difficult to draw, to understand how fat should be his eyebrows. But anyway, like I said before, so we kind of tilted his face a little bit, and because of that, we're gonna also make his eyes a little bit smaller. And because I want to make him a little bit like angry, badass here, he's gonna have almost like a round top part of his eye. It's just to indicate that he is like angry, but we don't want to make it too small. Okay, so now I see there's some issues. So before, I just want to go ahead and maybe do the other parts of the face so I can see better. I think I have some. But the eyes is something that I'm not sure about right now. Let me see. Like, how would you do that? You would just maybe. I don't want to make his eyes like too anime, too cartoony. But just for this frame, probably gonna do that. Maybe we're gonna change that later. It doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, maybe that's kind of not perfect. Yeah, I think that's alright. And because this character is a little bit different, I'm gonna draw his iris, right, a little bit different, and it's kind of look like he's looking different directions, but that's not the case. You're gonna see more when I'll add more details to his face, and I think that's like the fun part that I really like about the character, and that's his like fractured face. Fractured, but more. So now I'm gonna go a little bit here at the chin. Sorry. So first I'm gonna add the lip. But because he's made of crystals, or something like that, right? He's gonna have a line here. And he's going to have line here. This part is going to be his chin. It's kind of like very, very straight line. And here he's going to have some more. It's not like spikes. And to be honest, I kind of wanted to make spikes, but the reason I didn't, it's because when I'm thinking about making this character a toy, spikes is not something I would put on the toy, right? Because you don't want children or animals maybe to step on it or hurt themselves in any way possible. So just you know, like if you make a toy, you want to make it more, how do you say, safe to play with. And that was my idea behind the like rectangle forms on his head. We're gonna change some details here, but that's fine. Okay, the music is that's not the music I want. Let's skip this. I don't know why I have it. Let's delete that. Remove. Okay. I got a lot of classic music without looking. And now I got the funeral song. Okay, that was embarrassing. Nobody saw that though, so I'm kind of fine. Kind of want to make some of those spikes like in front. Like for example here, I kind of hated the path. It's just going the same way. So I'm just gonna erase this this side. I'm just gonna continue this line here. So it's kind of look like some of them are in front, some of them are behind. This one will be behind, and this one will be in front, right? There's just want to make it a little bit messy, so you don't see the clear path here. It's not like they're all the same. That way we can, you know, keep drawing him and make more mistakes, but people will not notice because in every picture he looks kind of a little bit different. So yeah, and to be honest, he doesn't look like he should be. I feel like there's something I did something different this time. I don't know what. Maybe because his facial expression is too extreme here. Maybe it's too extreme. It shouldn't be that extreme, I feel like. It shouldn't be that extreme, but maybe it's fine. So I'm gonna add some lines. It might look strange, but that's just the way his face is. And I also think with lines, it's easier actually for you to see his emotions. I will do this because I don't like when it's just straight line. So I'm gonna do that. It's kind of look different, not gonna lie. Kind of look not the way I remember it making it. But maybe it's fine, you know, it's just one page. I literally had this guy on the other page, right? So if you just saw him like in a different page and you just go to this page, all you're thinking about is what's happening. You're not really thinking about, oh, it looks kind of different. Nah, not really. And you know why? Because you kind of know, okay, that's the guy from the previous page, right? That's the guy jumped over the guards here. So he keeps jumping, right? And you know that. So you're kind of following this story. It's not like you forget who he was. So it doesn't matter if he's not like 100% like similar to his previous. If you kind of look at all comic books or even just like recent, the most of illustrations, most of drawings, they are kind of a little bit different. I think it's kind of fine because, you know, it's just the drawing story. It's not easy to maintain the same like likeness. It's not a photo, but that's a fun part, right? You kind of can play around with the character, kind of think, oh, maybe he kind of looks cooler this way, or maybe he kind of looks cooler this way, right? That's the fun part. So just, you know, have fun with it. And okay, so we also like this because he's kind of, he looks a little bit Asian to me, not gonna lie. Didn't meant to make him Asian, but I guess that's how he's right now. Nah, it's fine. You know he's just angry here. Like if you will see him many times, then you feel like, oh, okay, right? That's how it works. It's just like, oh yeah, I saw this guy facial expression so many times. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually move this line here. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna erase this one. Oh sheesh. Oh, that's right, I'm on Twitch. I'm not supposed to say something wrong, right? But I don't think people are like this is just super small channel. Like who cares? I mean, of course there are people, and hopefully there are gonna be more people. But it's not like it's made for people. It's just made for me to keep moving. And sometimes I get lazy. I would say it's not well. I don't want to feel like I don't want to say lazy because you know it's up to sometimes it just your mental health is important and it's not always laziness. Sometimes you just don't feel like and you know it's fine. I mean, you're not always supposed to be like 100%, right? It's fine. We're all humans, right? If you just like mistook your tiredness for laziness, it's a dangerous path, man. I feel like it's very important to maintain your mental health regardless if you're productive or not. Sometimes it's just okay to be a little bit lazy. You can't always be productive. And don't, you know, it's just you know the world is just so lazy. Everyone is so lazy. It's not like there are not too many competitors, really. I mean, everyone will say, "Oh, you know that this thing is competitive. This is competitive." Well, yeah, but really, you know, so many people doing their job like so bad, so you don't have to worry that much. Oh no. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and add his arm. And because he's kind of wearing just a normal cloth, and that is also kind of for a reason, kind of like his arm here, it's gonna maintain like that. And because, yeah, because he's wearing just a normal cloth here, we're gonna add some details later on for his hands. I know that. I see his hands a little bit. I want to make it that it's a little bit moving, right? But not too much because otherwise it's just like wobbly lines. But you want to make it like it's this side I don't really happy with. It should be a little bit more settled. Also, you want to underline that it goes from this area, right? It goes with the wind. So you're kind of feeling the wind here, wind blowing. Well, it's not wind, it's just because he's so fast and he's jump. You're kind of feeling his jump. That's right, feeling the jump. I really feel like if you can draw dynamic enough, you don't really have to add that much of sound effects, you know? Like boom, bam. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool sometimes. But it's just, if you feel the energy, you don't have to, like, go beyond that. And it's even, if even more, like, satisfying to look at finished drawing where it's just already it's by itself is pretty good. So maybe just, you know, maybe you just try your best at making the drawing itself cool and don't focus that much on how to like add some effects. You can do that, I mean, it's fine. I would do that too. But even the picture I'm looking at right now, like the Naruto, he has his like a ninja hair and band moving backwards to indicate his movement. And we're gonna have the hoodie right here. And he had his hoodie on his head just a frame ago, like the last picture. So it's fine for me to kind of show his off here. Show him without a hoodie, right? Kind of like that. And to be honest, I don't know why I actually started to draw the hood. This is something that I actually so bad at. Like I cannot draw a perfect hood. Like never could. I don't know why I still doing that though. That's you should maybe sometimes stay away from your weaknesses, and the same time you kind of want to work on them when you feel like you need the improvement. It's just the matter of balance, right? Sometimes you just do it when you have time or you don't have to worry about the final product. And sometimes you just really have to think about the product that you're going to maybe sell, or if you collecting money from somebody who requested this piece, this art piece. So in this case, you just like staying staying away from your weaknesses. You're focusing on your what makes you good, what makes someone wants your art in the first place, right? And then maybe if you're just doing it for yourself, then maybe yes, that's right. That's a good idea to work on your weaknesses. So for me, capes and hoods. That's the weakness. That's the huge part. That's the huge part. Huge part. So I also don't want to make him like overpowered, because ain't nobody get time for that. People really people don't really want to see that. People really want to relate more. Yeah, just the way I feel it. It's just make it more relatable character rather than crazy buffed. That's what something that I learned from Japanese animation, I would say. They really good at making a character weak, and not in a bad way, but it's more like fragile, the you kind of care more. Mostly, I wouldn't say it's like 100%, but sometimes it just feels more relatable and fragile, because the Superman or Batman, the whole the whole thing, especially at the beginning, right? In 30s, I'm gonna hold it a little bit. In 30s, they were like daddies, right? Oh, daddy's here to help. Batman, Superman, they were like parents, fathers figures. And much later, Stan the Man Lee came out, came up with the Spider-Man idea, like a teenager. Well, what do you know? Teenager, superhero, not Robin, not Bucky, not a sidekick, right? That's crazy. Like, imagine that. And you know what? It's kind of in some way like taking as a state of entertainment media nowadays, which is not great. But if you consider that, you'd rather be like you'd rather stay on the other side, right? You just want to launch something yours. So you'd rather be a writer, you'd rather be a Frank Miller, who is not a greatest illustrator, and he's good. He's amazing, and like I will never be as good as Frank Miller. But even Frank Miller is not an illustrator first. He's the storyteller first and illustrator second. So I feel like this is the position you really want to be in. You want to be you want to be a storyteller. And the John Rowling, right? The Harry Potter creator. I also feel like, because she was such a great storyteller, there's no way that character would be so huge without her storytelling skills. The book was huge long before the movie came out, so nobody cared about movie like before it was announced. People were so happy to have those books, right? Kids all over the world. Like I knew about that book before I even saw the first movie. The second movie were in development, and I already were reading the book. So it's not like, man, I really want to finish. I really need to finish those lines. It's not like it was just a movie. There's some people gets confused. Oh, and it's just because of the movie. Because of the movie. No way, man. That's because of her storytelling skills, and it has some amazing storytelling in it. So, yeah, I feel like I have stories to tell. I don't have enough skills though, and I always felt like, okay, I'll develop my skills, and then I'll just go ahead and draw something amazing. But it's been 4 years, and I feel like, damn it, man. I need to start like making product. Like I'm doing it a little bit, but yeah, the big push, it's not haven't been done yet. So I'm kind of happy that I'm doing it right now. And I hope there's some other things I have to do, of course. It's not like I can just draw every day or focus on. I'll try to. I mean, that's what Todd said, a page a day, and you have a comic book by the end of the month, which is like possible, probably possible. But I guess it's just I have too many things to do. So I'll do it. Not in 1 month, but I'll do it. So that's a good part. So okay, this is more or less good line art. So I'm liking this already. What do you think? What do you think? Do you like it? Let me know. Oh, actually, I'm not even looking at the chat. Never mind. There's nobody in the chat. That's cool. Still. Oh. No, that's not what I meant. Oh my god. I didn't mean to rewind back. Okay. So, yeah, I feel good. I'm kind of sleepy. Don't mind me. I'm sorry. That's just the second day I'm awake. So, two things I'm here I want to get your attention to. His design overall is just like a thief, and because he's like a crystal skin, kind of makes him so visible. He has to wear a hood and a cloth, so he's kind of trying to disguise himself. And because he's like an alien, right? That's his species. He's gonna wear mostly black. I thought it's not a great concept for maybe a toy or a character, but later on he's gonna look different. This is his first appearance, and he's gonna look a little bit different later, and that's a good part. So for now, we're gonna draw him like this is just the second page. This is actually a page, and right now I'm gonna do a background. I'm later gonna add some shadowing, and when I'm gonna add some shadowing, it's gonna look a little bit cooler, right? Because you know, as like I'm just give you an example. Like here, for example, I'm adding shadows here, or maybe here, right? This kind of looks a little bit like right now it doesn't make sense to you, but hear me out, right? Hear me out. So, for example, like this, right? What is this? It's just black lines. But you know, we go here, we take the opacity down, boom, boom. Oh my god, what is this? Look, it's now shadows, and it's all of a sudden there is depth in it. it work. And why would you do that? I mean, that's cool if you like it. But sometimes I feel like, oh man, I just want to tell this story. I just want to tell this story. And in fact, what I'm going to do here, boom, that's it. I'm not gonna color him. No way, sir. That's just like, that's a hood. It's black, right? Why not? I mean, that's now like even more indistinguishable. Like what's going on doesn't matter. It's just jumping off the somebody's face. That's clear. You can see that. And what with his fingers, right? It's okay. You know the Frank Miller draw his fingers in the funny way. They always so like looks like bricks and stuff. And I keep mentioning Frank Miller. I think he's like an amazing illustrator, amazing artist. But as the storyteller, man, that's just the next level. I feel like his illustrations, especially like, do you know the Holy Terror? Probably, if you know Frank Miller's Holy Terror, you might think like, okay, maybe he's just a storyteller first. Well, again, like we keep repeating ourselves. Let's not. Man, I think he's still like a legend. I would be so happy. I want to make like a compilation of things that when big artists noticed me or mentioned me, because Todd McFarlane mentioned me in his Instagram page post. So I'm gonna maybe do that at some point. But as for now, like I just need a reason to draw, right? I need to draw that. I need to finish that. And because I kind of sometimes get lazy, I just want to do it for the stream. Like if I'm streaming, there's nothing else I'm gonna do, right? I'm not gonna open Instagram or Twitter because I'm focused, even though there's like no many people, but I'm still focused. I feel like there might be people coming. Gotta do the good job, right? But the Twitch is different. It's not like YouTube, and for some reason I can't stream on YouTube. Well, yeah. I would rather stream on YouTube, you know that, but for some reason YouTube is just doesn't let me do that. And because I have two pages, right? I have two pages on my YouTube and on my Twitch. I mean on my YouTube. I have one on English, one in Russian. And in Russian, I mean in English, I can't stream because I have this like an error message. So I'm doing it on Twitch. It's not like I'm a big fan, because like once you finish your stream, no matter how many like hours and effort you put in it, it's like nobody's gonna watch it, man. It's done. It's done. Like I'm waiting for another stream. I'm not watching your old videos. Come on, man. So here, thinking about making art, that's a good idea, because not only you're not wasting your time, you're not losing your time, because at the end of the day, okay, there's like two hours of your stream out there. Okay, nobody's gonna watch that, but at least you have your job done, right? You have your art ready. So how would he put his arm like this, like he's trying to stop this guy from putting his foot, like he's not happy that he's jumping off his head. Oh my god. Yeah, fingers, man, fingers. That's sausages. I could never draw fingers just like straight away. It's always gonna be like this. It's always gonna be a struggle. But it's still, it's a finger. Doesn't have to be a perfect finger, right? Like if you spend so much energy, maybe sometimes perfecting one detail, it might be a good thing to do, right? But at the same time, you kind of want to get your job done. So in this case, I feel like, so that's his fingers. He has 5 fingers, like this side, and 2 thumb. Wow, I wasn't ready for that. Okay, so okay, now there's an issue. I don't know how like his shoulder would be like this, right? So I need to move this a little bit. I need to move this. I don't want to make. I don't want to draw more fingers, right? So I'm just gonna hide it behind his leg. So it's gonna be like this, maybe. So this side is probably visible, but the other side is behind his chest. So you can kind of cheat. I'm gonna show you how you do this. I'm not like the best person to draw things. I feel like I'm more a storyteller. But however, there are things I'm trying to master. And like sometimes cheating in this way can help you get your job done. And as long as job is done, right? That's all that matters. It's all that matters, man. So he has a glove. So it's gonna be like a glove here. And it's not that big of a deal if it's like, oh, you know what? It should be a little bit down because you don't want this line to be the same line. You don't want that because then it looks like it's kind of look bad. So it's kind of look, I don't know how to explain this, but you really want lines not to look like they continuing each other. Otherwise, it's kind of look janky. I don't know. It just doesn't look good. So you want to finish one line and you want to start the other line on the other side. So that's how you do it. This. And maybe it's sometimes a little bit strange. It's not, doesn't look right. Again, doesn't really matter. So here they have like an armor. I made them like wearing this giant blocks because I was partially inspired by cyborgs from Mortal Kombat. You know, the Sector and Cyrax. Yeah. So I thought about the armor, metal armor, with maybe rockets in the chest part. But yeah, I thought that maybe rockets is not the best thing. They still have rifles, and we have 2 rifles on the previous page. On this page, there's no rifles. They have shoulder pads, not huge shoulder pads. It's not Rob Liefeld, okay? But, however, again, it's gonna be, we're not gonna see his arm, so we're gonna just black it out, just like that, just like his head, just like his hood. I'm gonna do this just so I remember it, and because I did this, now I can do like this. Still, again, see, this line is, it looks like they are connected, but they shouldn't look like that, because otherwise you don't understand what's going on. So we're gonna break those lines, and you want to show the shoulder pad, but you want to show it somehow, maybe in the different way, like this maybe. So maybe it's too thick. Maybe just like this. So maybe it's not that great. It's still not a big deal, man. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. Important part here is the, you know what's going on. He's kicking his face. We're gonna add some maybe visual effects, and because also like I'm trying to show that they just soldiers. So they kind of have like an old or rotten armor, because not always soldiers, the life of a soldier, it's uh, it's not a it's not an expensive thing, unfortunately. So I want to empathize that, because they're not just bad guys, but they are soldiers for their own nation, and we're gonna like treat them like a real people, or um, characters here. So there are two of them here, but I'm gonna focus on one, and I'm gonna also make the corridor behind him, right? And for that, I'm going to change the opacity again here too. So that's different layers, different part of the environment. And what I like about this, you really can, sometimes make it even animated. So if I want to animate it now, what would I do? I would make the character move a little bit, right? The one that's flying with his arm like this. I still can do that, and that's a cool part. So maybe we can do this. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna like do more details on this. I'll probably add some like lights here to just show that it's a corridor. But what I'm going to do here also, I'm going to cheat one more time again. I'm gonna make a huge window here. I'm gonna make a huge window. And this, because it's a space shuttle, it's gonna be a window with just stars, just dots. And I kind of feel like it's in a good position. I want to make some more like dots here and there, just to show that this is like a wall. So it's like he's moving along the corridor. I'm keeping in mind that he's gonna block most of the background. So I only draw details that's gonna be visible here, right? And because this is like a space shuttle, there's always some buttons and things like that, and the I'm not sure. So it's just something, right? You don't have to have the reason. It's just so it doesn't look empty. And some artists, they even draw the same like detail that doesn't have a purpose, but they just keep doing it. It's like a prop for a movie. And there's like one prop for a sci-fi movie. It looks like a rounded door for a submarine, but it's just like all over every space shuttle in the movie ever. So that's kind of funny. So what I'm saying is, maybe that's not the greatest angle. Something like that. And this prop doesn't have any purpose. It's just to look like busy. This is like a real shadow. Real deal, So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do like a door here. This door will be like this. So it's gonna be a completely different door. There's maybe people going somewhere behind the door. I don't know. You can even like make a wall here to just, Oh, there's something wrong with it. Oh no, it's fine. It's actually fine. So it's gonna be like this, yeah. So it's gonna be like this. Right? So it's fine. When we color it, it's gonna look better. But we can already do this, right? There's something wrong. Okay, I don't want to mess with it. Maybe we just do like this. Yeah. So I'm not gonna like draw a lot of background here. What I'm going to do here, maybe some more details, but this is like just like some strange details. I'm not gonna go into like what is this exactly. Like there's gonna be some, again, the control panels. Like we don't know what is this. Oh, man, I just want to make it like straight. What is wrong with my straight line? It's not that straight. Right? It should be straighter. It's not straight enough. Get it? That was a joke. Okay, now it looks like a frog. No? Something like that. Then we have a screen. I kind of want to add wires. Wires is a little bit annoying part, but it's kind of cool whenever you have wires. So I'm gonna add wires like here, like this here. And this is gonna be like Among Us wires. Man, I'm tilting my head too often. I never noticed that before. I'm actually doing that a lot. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. So how much we have left? Man, this is amazing. I really like the fact that it's only like our first stream. Already got some people here. I don't know if you can actually like this. No? Is there a like button here? You know what else you can do with the wires if you're like super lazy? Okay, I'm gonna show you in a moment. You're gonna do this. See? It's kind of easier. It's kind of lame, but it's easier. Like if you color it, then later it's not that bad because you can just make it like dark gray, and it's gonna be like really difficult to see and people not gonna look at it. Again, in this page, we are so saved. You know why? You know why, right? You're a smart guy or girl. Who knows? You're a smart person. And going. So I want to make a color. I want to make the ship really, really like a cold place. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the ship behind everything, and I'm gonna color the ship itself. And I'm gonna make it like really dark blue, and more like a gray dark blue. So yeah, I'm gonna make the most part of the ship like that. I actually can just use it for the whole ship, but anyway, I, I'm now not sure because I want to make the space kind of blue. But okay, maybe it's gonna be purple. Okay, you know, there's one trick you can do. You can make this a reference, and then you can, first of all, delete this, and then we can do this. Hey, almost done. I kind of want to make. Maybe we just leave it like that. No. Maybe you just leave it like that, and maybe for the floor, we're gonna make it brighter, right? Gonna make it brighter for the floor because I don't feel like it's the right color for the floor. Let's stop being reference. And it's gonna be like this. Yeah, because if we make it too dark, it's not gonna highlight the character. You know what I'm saying? The character itself now will be surrounded by dark blue, and he himself gonna look pretty bright in front of like whatever is going on. And you know, to tell the truth, this is the part I kind of like and don't like at the same time. Well, first of all, it's kind of like relaxing because I don't really need to do much. I just feeling the colors. It's not like I'm thinking much. I'm just coloring. Just a little bit because I don't want to maybe pick the wrong color. I want to make it look pretty. I don't want to make a mistake. But overall, it's not an area where you think a lot. So it's just like a therapeutical part. You just relax. You're just feeling the emptiness with the color. I like that. I like that. It's really, that's part of the art where you feel like, okay, I'm now feeling better. I'm now getting better and better and better. So I'm wondering, what do you guys think? How would you promote yourself on Twitch? What would you do? Where would you take the audience from? I'm not sure if Twitch will promote me. Nah, probably not. And I don't know any. Well, I actually know a couple artists. Not sure if they are gonna promote others. Well, maybe I'll think about it later and come up with something. Maybe I need like a couple YouTube videos and see if it's gonna work on YouTube. Twitch is interesting, but you kind of can't help it but to see Twitch being, oh my god, sorry. Twitch being a little bit like not great for advertising yourself. I don't know, it's just like it feels like it mostly supports bigger channels, or maybe that's just impression I'm getting. I don't know, you know, it could be, maybe I'm wrong. However, So what do you think about black? If we make it black with white dots, look at that. It's kind of look like space now, right? I kind of don't like the way the placing in some. I kind of don't like this. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, maybe like this. Gonna make a dot again here. Or maybe two. Yeah, something like that. And maybe because it's the glass, I actually can add a layer later to make it more like in the background. You know what I'm saying? So now this is a fun part, right? We kind of can go ahead and make like other colors here for other details of the ship. And we are actually going to pick color not from here but from Harmony. And what's Harmony doing? It's picking the color that is going to look the best with the one we have. I'm not always like agree. It's kind of look, I don't know. Well, it looks alright. Well, let's make some of it like this, right? Let's not make everything like that. Just some of it. And then we color other thing into this color, right? That's actually the same almost color. Okay, I don't like that. Let's go circle. Let's go red. Like you gotta have red buttons. Oh no. You gotta have red buttons somewhere, right? It's not a spaceship if you don't have red buttons, man. Gotta have those red buttons. And you gotta have red. Okay, gonna make it all red. What? Yeah, it's sometimes strange. It's just undoing itself without without me doing things. It's just undoing things. Okay. Like, alright. Didn't mean to, but if you want to. So then we go to yellow. It's gonna be like orange yellow. So it's gonna be like this. It's not exactly the yellow I would like to pick, but it's still like button-like. I think it's kind of looks strange though, but okay, I guess. So the screens are, yeah, maybe black is more appropriate for the TV screen. Can't really. Maybe I should have make it black on the previous layer where I actually did just those windows. But it's not connected. You see there are gaps. When it's not connected and you just trying to fill in the flat color, it just goes everywhere. It's just like a water. Oh, see? Why? I don't know. Gotta color it now. Like hand by hand instead of just filling in. But you can do this. It's kind of faster. But it's oh my god. See, it's not great. It's not great. It's making me to work more than I have to. I didn't have to, like, I don't have to do this part. But I'm doing it just because, you know, it's not working properly. Well, anyway, so you know what? I think we might continue later. Well, it's not like I'm stopping right now, but I feel like it's a great idea to take some time to think about what you did, and is there like a way to make it better, because I don't want to rush it. Uh, a little bit, you know what I know the Todd McFarlane, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Todd McFarlane, actually said, you know, like he got hired with words. Okay, maybe he's not the best kid here, but at least he's quick, right? And I remember that. I remember that. And Todd knows that I remember that because I almost like quoted him on it when I was coloring his picture of the spawn. But that's what I think is our goal essentially. You don't have to be the best, and you know, especially it's kind of impossible. It's kind of impossible task to accomplish. But you can be quick, and I think that will open doors for sure. It's not gonna be like that for okay, why it's happened like that? But we need this. What? Wait, look. Okay, I guess it's fine. I was worrying for a second. So that's the background, and you're thinking, okay, it looks kind of plain and boring, but it's fine because we know that there are gonna be characters in front, right? There are gonna be characters in front of us. And I'm also gonna blur the background a little bit, so it's not gonna look that like basic. Okay. So why don't we color the guy? Actually, oh, we forgot the electricity. Whoops. Yeah. Bye, guy. So for electricity, I'm just gonna use the colors we have. First, I'm gonna fill it red, and then I'm just gonna use this because I think most wires should be red, and I feel like that's like cool idea, and I feel like they mostly red. I think that makes sense. I don't know. That's just how I feel, and I think it doesn't matter. Again, it's the thing you're not gonna look at, and I'm gonna like spend minutes, hours on things, or even days sometimes that people won't really see, but that's just how it works, right? You just draw things and people not looking at them. And it's like it's a funny thing because when you draw a background, and I would say the background part is most times in many ways the most complicated and difficult thing to draw. And there are people who are not drawing background at all. They just drawing characters like on the white background. And it's kind of all right, like I can see that, and I feel like as a reader I might not even be able to notice that because I'm just like maybe invested in the story too much, so I don't really care if they just happening like whenever, wherever, with no environment. But you really have to tell the story properly. You have to be a good storyteller to not pay attention to the crucials. Or maybe you're just making different animations or cartoons or comic books, right? Maybe it's just something that works the best the way like nothing else works. So it's kind of yeah. Anyway, well, I guess we're getting somewhere with the coloring. I don't want to get too many details. I feel like it's getting like complicated already. Okay, so I think we can pause here. Oh man, that was an interesting experience. We almost 2 hours, man. Almost 2 hours. I wonder how many people actually stumble upon the stream and decided to, oh, I guess that's not for me, or they decided, okay, that's for me, and they looked at it. I wonder. But we are going to continue this piece, but not right now, but at some point. And I'm really hoping that YouTube, and I'm actually using Restream right now. So if YouTube will, be able to be kind enough and make me, I don't know, like still asking me to wait. That's so annoying because I don't have to. I've done that like years ago, literally, like almost like 4 or 5 years ago, and asking me to wait for verification when I'm actually verified for like 4 or 5 years. I done dozens of streams on my Russian channel, and it's like, it's not like it's completely different channel. They have an option to make a separate channel but still connected to your Google account, and because YouTube is a Google service, it's like it should be done the way it's done, but for some reason it's kind of just doesn't work the way it's supposed to be working. But unfortunately, it is what it is. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? We're doing colors, that's the basic layout. And because this is like a splash page, it's not like 2 pages, it's kind of should be, but it's just a big page of an action, right? It's gonna look like this. Previous page had panels, like blocks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one, just a single splash page. The second, again, is gonna be blocks, but this one is just to introduce the character. And I really like the way he looks. Like we are getting there, right? And I hope I can actually download it, my stream, because I want to upload it to my YouTube channel. I hope I can do that. Oh man, I better be able to do that. Okay, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you like it, you can punch this like button like a boss, and high fives all around. That's a Jacksepticeye reference. Okay, stay awesome, bros, and I'll see you in the next drawing a superhero comic book stream. Bye bye, guys. How do I stop it though? I should learn how to stop it before I say bye bye. I just press